Okay, so the role of data flow diagram, why is it important? First, diagrams, we all know, and keep talking of architecture diagram, data flow diagram. Tell me about it, right? This diagram help organization understand how account data flows through their system, right? Where account data reside, storage, processing, transmissions points, right? So just you to better understand where and how data is, be processed and, being stored. For example, if you see here, we have a web application, which could be out of scope. You have account data, you have the database that is CAD environment, you have accounting system that is CAD environment, and it goes through the payment gateway and back. So do you see the flow of data? That simply tells you, more about your environment, the like verifying segmentation adequacy. What is verified? So assessor must verify that the segmentation strategy is adequate to ensure scope is reduced. For example, if an employee works network system has access to the CED, it is need to be segmented properly to ensure it doesn't compromise cardholder data, right? Remember, that's why we also talk of, depending if you have segmented or VLANs, we start talking of inter-routing and the like, right? And again, this literally covers access lock and whatever thing that has been defined, right? Segmenting and impact on PCI DSS. First, has segmentation be implemented? Yes. So the entire network is in scope of PCI DSS. No. Entire network is the implementation, yes. System, no. Entire network is in scope, and yes, no. If it has been implemented, no. Entire network should not be in scope. It just, that's a mistake I made. Then you want to have just those systems that are definitely, that need to be in scope, right? Assessor document in the report and segmented, and the segmentation, and to make sure they are effective. Then PCI DSS scope can limit to area that stores. So pretty much we're just talking about scoping those that are out of scope and those that within scope, right? Then we talk a little bit about wireless technology as well as PCI DSS compliance. As of now, with our networking video that I've covered, this again should be straightforward, right? Wireless technology, including wireless point of sale devices such as your POPs and your wireless local area network, is commonly used in many businesses environment. If these technology are used to store, process, transmit account data, they must comply with PCI DSS requirements to ensure the security of cardholder data and sensitivity authentication data. Wireless POP devices, these devices communicate wirelessly to process credit card payment at retail locations, right? This is an example of what we are discussing. And by now, you guys already have a good understanding or in-depth understanding just by looking at this picture, right? Then we have the PCI requirement for wireless environment. First, it said secure wireless environment. All systems storing, processing, or transmitting account data over wireless networks must meet PCI DSS security protocol. For example, encryption for data transmitted between wireless devices, wireless network security testing. Wireless network that are part or connected to the CDE must undergo testing to ensure they are properly secure. And these are some of the things that we covered already. Though you have those network security controls and you have to keep testing, go through the process of common to make sure they are operational. And likewise, if you have the different POPs that receive, or the terminal that receive video debit cards, if you have to go wireless, you must make sure that they have encryption, they have all the different network security controls that we have mentioned already, right? But still with that, you can also have rogue wireless detection. And this is in line with PCI DSS requirement 11.2.1, which says that rogue wireless detection must also be performed even if wireless technology is not directly used within the CED, or if a policy prohibits the use of wireless device within the environment. We know of rogue, right? Why is this important? Because it can easily be added to the network without detection, creating significant security risks. Right? We'll see that. I hope I have a diagram that explains this. Right? A rogue wireless access point is secretly connected to the network, allowing unauthorized access to payment system and customer data. And that's why I say you also need to perform this, even though they are not directly connected to the CED, but what if, it's been attached to the network like an entry point, then of course it will definitely increase the security rates with your system. And this gives us a typical example of what we discussed about rogue access point detected. You see, once it's been detected, and then make sure that it's being corrected as well, right? So risks of authorized wireless devices. One, we have ease to access. Wireless access points can easily be added to network without proper authorization. That's very possible. And once that has been done, they are also hard to detect because rogue wireless access points are often difficult to detect, increasing the risk of data breaches. Then we have increased risks. Authorized wireless devices can provide attackers with access to sensitive data, including account data, right? That makes sense. Do you see? This is a bad guy right here. Once it's connected, it can be very, very difficult or hard to be able to detect it, right? Then also evaluating the need for wireless technology. Entities should evaluate the need for wireless technology before implementing it within their system. They need to deploy wireless technology only for non-sensitive data transmission to reduce security risks, right? A company might use wireless technology for employee devices like laptops that do not handle payment card but restrict wireless access to payment terminals and other sensitive data. These again are just best security measures to reduce the security risks. What's the takeaway? Wireless technology must be securely implemented and comply with PCI DSS if it's used to store, process, or transmit account data. Rogue wireless detection is critical, even if wireless is not actively used in the CDE. Carefully evaluate the need for wireless technology to ensure it aligns with security and PCI DSS requirements. So what will be the next step? Perform wireless network security testing as part of the PCI DSS assessment. Will you be the one to perform it? No. If you're working in-house, again, ensure that these are being conducted and you have to collect those artifacts to make sure that those controls are effective. And then you can also implement rogue wireless detection tools and regularly monitor to identify unauthorized access, which is really, really important. Then going through the next slide, we'll go through perform wireless network security testing as part of PCI DSS. How can that be performed? With that, I will see you people in the next